Let's help put this on so everybody can tell their story. Um, my story is just as equally twisted, but before I go to it, I think it's funny because I just recently put a post on Facebook that said the reason that the Ten Commandments can't be put up into government buildings and courthouses is thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal, and thou shalt not cheat, would cause a hostile work environment.
Yep.
I don't even know where to begin. Like, I'm both parentally alienated from my two oldest, and CPS took my youngest. So I fall on both sides of the family court issues. And it's just it's an atrocity. Like, it's chaos. It's an alternate reality. Like, I haven't seen my youngest since February 14th of 2012, which was my goodbye visit. I got an hour with my daughter, and nobody had told her or explained to her what had been going on. It was my responsibility to inform her that there were no more visits, that I wasn't mommy. And I found out 5 minutes before the visit was supposed to be over that my daughter had no clue. Um, I promised her on that day that I would never stop fighting. That no matter what the court said, no matter what the appellate court said, that I was always going to fight for her. In my mind, I can't achieve full happiness without my children. I feel guilty if I have even a little bit of happiness, because how can I even enjoy myself? How can I be happy? How can I smile without them there, without knowing what's going on with them, without being able to see them, without being able to hug them? You essentially took away my life.
That's right.
Without killing me, because I'm walking around without my heart. I walk around without my soul.
That's right.
My kids were my motivation. They were my drive. I might not have made the right decisions or the best decisions, but I try. Everything I did was for them. It was because of them. My biggest gripe with the family court is that they are so uncaring, and there's no compassion, and there's no understanding, and there's no explanation. When we say restart structuring the family court doesn't go off a burden of proof. Anybody that's dealt with the family court knows that somebody can say something to a caseworker. They don't even have to go into the courthouse. They don't even have to go into the courtroom. You don't get to face your accuser. You don't even get to know who your accuser is. There is no investigation into what the accuser's motivation can be. There's only an investigation into you. And even if they find out their investigation might have basis, or you might not be the perpetrator and somebody else might be, there's no further investigation into that person. It's still the focus is on that parent. That parent has to go. A child is always going to have a bond with its parents, regardless of how unhealthy the situation may be. It doesn't matter if there's addiction, if there's abuse. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be a bond. Every state, every agency gets money for the care of these children under the best interest of these children. It funds outside families, puts our kids with outside families, with the outsider, with people they don't know, in situations that they can't be protected, in situations that the state has proven not to protect the children. If that funding was put back into these families that might have lifestyle concerns, might not be healthy, there might be some things going on that can be fixed. At the end of the day, the state gets enough money to put these parents through rehab, to put these parents through counseling, get these kids into the proper doctors, get people off food stamps and help with jobs. And that money could do unmentionable things and make the weakest family unit one of the strongest family units. And there's no focus on family. Family is not a focus, yet that's what's in the best interest of the child, even in the worst case scenarios. It's up to us, and we're the only ones that can make a difference. We need to raise awareness, and we need people to find out what the system is like before it becomes their problem. Most people don't know what this is until they're the target or they know somebody that's a target. I walked into a family courtroom and thought, you have to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. I got this in the bag. No, they didn't have to have any proof. They didn't have to have any doctor's report. They didn't have to have any police report. They didn't even pull the detective in. In fact, I had a prosecutor in family court that tried to say there were charges going to be pressed and all kinds of stuff, and a detective that said, oh no, we don't think anything happened. But they can do this in a family court.
That's right.
That's criminal. You can go into a family court and lie on me,
That's right.
but I can't go into family court and talk the truth.
Right. That's true.
This has got to stop. Things have got to change. We need to pay attention for the things that are on the ballot, like Maria pointed out. We need to raise awareness. The people that don't know what's going on are the ones we want to reach. We already know what it's about. We already know what it's like. We don't need the education. We need to reach the people that don't know, because those are where the numbers are at. And we need to gather everybody and start making a difference. So, did anybody else have a story they wanted to say?